In case you missed it, Loftia will be entering early access very soon this fall. Loftia is the upcoming cozy solarpunk social MMO where you play alongside many others in a persistent but ever-evolving world that you can explore, play games in, build up a housing plot, and do so many other things. I spent a lot of time playing through Loftia in the closed beta, and I had an absolute blast. The truly worst part of the closed beta for me is honestly that it was limited time. On one hand, I felt a little sad that I'd be losing my work in the beta and didn't fully dive into some systems like housing for that reason, but of course it's completely understandable. But on another hand, I spent a ton of time during the beta playing Loftia and it just felt sad to not play it anymore. But with the early access launch quickly approaching, I am more excited than ever for this game because everybody will be able to begin playing it and will be able to continue playing it. And I think that is a sentiment that a lot of people share. The closed beta was phenomenal, early access will be even better. I know a lot of people have been sad with not being able to play Loftia and have been longing for early access, and I definitely have been as well, but I think I've been fortunate to be able to be distracted by so many exciting things in both gaming as a whole, as well as real life that have allowed me to be distracted and not feel empty since I don't have Loftia. Loftia has been a very unique, I suppose, experience for me because I had such a fantastic social experience in the closed beta. Not only was the general gameplay loop as a whole a great pathway into meeting other people and socializing, the world itself just helped provide a ton of opportunities to interact with other people and honestly just chat. Add on to that the outside of game opportunities to socialize with random people like on YouTube, various live streams, Discords and whatnot. Add on to that the closed beta was very popular within my personal circle of friends and family, where I talked about my game with a lot of people in real life. And then add on to that with how popular Loftia was in my public circle of various internet friends that I have, some of whom had the opportunity to play through the game and many others of whom spent a great deal of time watching the game. Just, again, I'm so excited for early access to release because I am so excited to be able to continue all of this into the future. Alongside everything else I've talked about, I'm just excited for all the content present within the game. I spent a lot of time over the closed beta talking about the different gameplay features and whatnot, so I won't go super in depth, but I genuinely had a lot of fun playing all of the content in the game. But of course, Loftia is an ever-evolving game, and not only will we see some changes to the game in early access, we will see new stuff as well, and we'll continue seeing more changes and more new stuff as the game continues evolving after release of early access. The biggest thing we have seen thus far is a lot of updates to adventures, and I love what I have seen so far, especially with how they have decorated some of the challenge rooms within adventures. In the closed beta they were located in simple rooms, but with the new trailer, they look absolutely incredible. I asked my fiance, who also played a ton of the closed beta, what she was most excited for with the Loftia early access now that the closed beta has been over for a while, and she said that she's excited to see what changes they make. And I think that is just always going to be a big part of Loftia, as the team behind the game is so passionate about the game and seems to care a lot about it and its future that it just gives me a lot of confidence in the game that is only doubled down by how fun and successful the closed beta was. This is a sentiment that I've shared before, but I always feel a little weird when people say they aren't really excited for new games because I haven't really felt that way, especially within the last year. There's so much going on with new game releases that I personally care a ton about and am super excited for, and Loftia is one of the biggest ones for me. It's truly unfortunate that days are only 24 hours long because I feel like I don't ever have enough time to do everything I need to do alongside everything I want to do. Of course, as Loftia enters early access, will I be trying to spend as much time as possible playing the game? Of course I am. And that's the video, a pretty short one, but I just wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about how excited I am for Loftia since it's been a little bit since I've talked about the game. I've been patiently waiting for early access to roll around, and I hope you all are as excited for this game as I am. And I hope you all are taking great care of yourselves. Have a good one, everyone.